happy with the deal?
Ministers leaving Downing Street this afternoon after being briefed on the last frantic hours of negotiation. They weren't giving much away, but is Boris Johnson really closing in on something that eluded his predecessor, a deal to leave the EU? His Brexit secretary says it's still the aim to be out by the end of the month.
We think the best way of doing that is with a deal, to leave in a smooth and orderly way. That is why the team are, as we speak, involved in intensive negotiations to do that.
In Brussels, the Prime Minister's negotiator has been holding intensive talks, and his opposite number is due to brief EU governments about that, but it has already been delayed several times. But concessions made to the EU, particularly on how to keep the Irish border open, risk losing allies back home. This morning, leaders of the Democratic Unionists had their third meeting in 36 hours in Downing Street, but left still saying no deal. And Conservative hardline Brexiteers are not giving the Prime Minister a free pass.
We will apply an acid test, which is, if there is a deal, because it isn't yet clear there is, but if there's a deal, does it mean we genuinely leave the European Union at Halloween?
With all that's going on, it's a bit strange to find the British flag here in pride of place next to that of the European Union. It's also a bit strange to think that when Boris Johnson arrives here, it could be the last time that Britain is present at one of these summits as a member of the EU. Tonight, the President of the European Council and the President of the Commission are in Brussels. They are now waiting for Boris Johnson, waiting to see if a deal is to be done. Andy Bell, 5 News, Brussels.